What up, y'all? It's your boy Kaizen, and let me take you back to the olden days, basically the Stone Age of Set 16, Patch 16.1. I think this is 8.1b or 8.2b or 0.3. I don't remember. It's definitely 16.1 because Isa is unlockable, is still a low 8. Garen is still tanky. Bilge Water is still pretty good. And no one plays Targon or Shadow Axe. Here at the open air, we got 2 Kog'Maws and Rek'Sai, so you already know we're angling for Void. And I didn't see what the portal was, but I do remember this becoming a prismatic augment. So all 3 prismatic augments, high tempo, high resources, leave. Not only am I going for Void, I'm also going for Void Baron. Shoot for the stars with upward mobility at a level 10, but because I'm unhappy with the starter items, I decided to go for a loose streak early game so I can prioritize some AP items. The first damage dealing void that I'll be unlocking with Kaisa, and I think I'll be unlocking Rift Herald before that, so I'm not too worried about the tank items. It's the lack of damage items that I'm hoping to alleviate. I buy the Shen 2, but again, we're going for a loose streak here, so I don't field any of them. I also don't level, that way I can, even though it's going to lessen the amount of HP that I'll be losing per fight, but I will be making the most value out of upward mobility. You can see that there's already, Noxus has been relevant, not quite unplayable, but relevant throughout the patches. This is one of their showcases. I think unexpected expectedness gave them a swing for the gargoyles and an MF. I only have a bow, cloak, and a vest from PvE round, but because the rod and even the glove was taken, it's going to be my potential Rage Blade, Gun Blade, or Dual Gauntlet. I was unable to pick up anything else, so I would take a bow here for my potential Void Staff and Rage Blade. Slam gargoyle, so I stop the bleeding from the lost streak, and hopefully an extra level with upward mobility can help start winning the game again. Funny that the shop gave me a 2-star Blitzcrank. He's gonna be my gargoyle holder. He has Juggernaut activated with Nitro Gap, and because he's a 2-star unit, he naturally has better stats than even my Gem 2. For a 1-cost, Juggernaut is going to be my synergy. I can't tech in Bruiser with Alawi because that means I would be getting rid of the long shot buff for my Kog'Maw, and I won't be able to get the Void mutation for my Kog'Maw. So Juggernaut will have to do it. Also, shout out to Jinx. She tried her best earlier with that Rage Blade. Do not damage. Best. We get our tier, we slam Void Staff. We're just hoping for some more items at this point because we are running a front to back comp and we want to bolster our setup quite well with some items. This was a good matchup for us when Blitzcrank is tanking 4 units, getting the most value out of gargoyles. Kog'Maw and Vayne finish the job. So we're on our second prismatic. Hold the line is not going to do much for us right now because again, we need items. That's why I haven't rolled Min-Max yet. Min-Max is such a great augment mainly because of the golden item removal. The 4 random components is also helpful because again, we lack items, and for those that don't know, it converts. If you have any magnetic removers and your magnetic removers in the future, taking this augment will convert them into reforgers. I would take Sweet Sheets if I had plenty of items to make use of the 25 HP buff, and the Artifact Anvil makes it so that my chances of picking the right one for my team is going to be less likely compared to at least I'll have removers to convert item components into what I want. But even then, I can just slam and make them usable as opposed to getting darkened artifacts or Dawn Core. Well, Dawn Core on Baron? Who knows? We get a tier, a belt, glove and a sword. To level up to tech in a library for a bruiser, and that bruiser 150 HP buff. Team mode. Right now, I'm thinking, what if I just slam items? I put in IE for Cosmo and Spray Visage for Blitzcrank, but the gambler in me wanted to spice things up a bit, especially since we have 5 item reforgers. We reforged the sword into a rod. Huge plus for us. Combine Rage Blade, transfer it to Cosmo, and we're gonna use the golden item remover again to remove the cloak and place the belt. I didn't think of it too much at the time, but Spray Visage right now is currently a very good item. Provides HP, mana regen, missing health, and durability. It definitely would have made my Blitzcrank a lot tankier, but at that time I valued utility items more than items, oddly enough. But this means I get to 3-item my Cosmo and help with the item economy of my team composition. I have a good enough front line. Do not prioritize tank items at the moment, and I am severely lacking damage since I only have a 1-cost unit to rely on. So I believe I made the correct decisions here in prioritizing the Relos. Nice. I think we level up here and put in Caitlyn for long shot. I need to bolster whatever 3-item unit that I have in my board and make them even stronger. Now that we have Herald, who has better chances of tanking for us, but we are at... Oh my god, it's so entertaining to watch Jinx just fire a bunch of blank bullets. Maybe you find your buff soon in the patches. Anyway, we're basically in the mid game now, and this is around the time where everyone else starts spiking their board. Remember, this is 16.1, so Demacia and Bilgewater are still running rampant. I have no intentions of making a Void emblem, so I reforged it into a spat, thinking I could make use of either a Vanquisher on Beldeth, User on a non-void item to pair with my Rift Herald, Quick Striker even, but I guess I was too indecisive and didn't make anything. This is our 3rd prismatic augment, so it did end up being a full prismatic pop. So we take out Tactician's Crown. It's a great item and it gives us an extra slot, but we're looking for a combat augment at this point. We have items. We have items through min-max. We have econ through upward mobility. Now we gotta round it out all together with combat items. Giant and Mighty would be really good here if I didn't find any better combat augment to bolster my front line, and it will give my AP Kaisa time to ramp up her damage while remaining fearless. Invested is an econ augment. Again, I'm not looking for the econ augment at this time. We're in a fairly good spot. 70 HP, no rush to hit level 10 because upward mobility will take us there. We roll 3rd one as well, and we ended up getting Soul Awakening from one combat to another combat. Soul Awakening was just so good. Shout out to Sub 15's Soul Fighter crate, and it's just a really strong combat augment provided that your units can stay alive long enough. But even with the Soul Fighter augment, it doesn't give us enough damage. We're still a Cosmo, and we hit level 8 and unlock Kaisa here, start rolling down for essential upgrades. We hit Void 6 and unlock Adrenaline mods. At the time, I didn't know any better on how to differentiate 4 and 6 Void. Again, I also didn't know how important AP Kaisa needs for frontline, because again, random damage requires time, and a good frontline requires time. 6 Void has 2 damage mutations. It would make the trait even better. Yes, it will, but in a damage sense, it wouldn't give me the frontline that I currently need because my current damage is coming from Kaisa. Earlier, I subbed out Blitzcrank and the Juggernaut trait for Kindred. She was a premier unit at the time, but it didn't do much. Again, we're still riding on the fact that Kaisa needs a very good frontline to survive. to do for damage, and so we're gonna stick to that. We also get 2-star Wukong, 2-star Herald. I'm currently looking for a 2-star Kaisa. I should have put in Swain instead of Fiddlesticks here, which is again frontline, but I don't think that's gonna do us much good when we're facing against Vanquisher. Rek'Sai with a Radiant start at that. It was a pretty decent snowballing team comp early in the patch, but I don't think it's holding up. Gotten even stronger evolution, pun intended, to Slayer belt, which is now S tier across all TFT guide sites. But anyway, thank goodness we have Golden Remover. We're able to transfer some items, like a JG from PvE round, and now I'm thinking maybe I should just put in Spirit Visage. My Rift Herald is 2-star. He has a good amount of HP and resistances from Gargoyle. Although slamming those items felt bad, I really needed the slams. And at this point, it's too risky to reforge them because I will definitely be down 2 tank items. This Bilge Water comp is looking scary. 2-star MF that's fully itemized with the Shyvana. I finally get my Kaisa 2-starred. She is 3 items as well with Void Staff, Rage Blade, and Jewel Gauntlet. I should be saving my rolls here, but I believe I'm looking to upgrade Bel'Veth 2 stars and my Swing to 2 stars. I'm putting in some work here. Pretty good. In hindsight, I would have just kept Juggernaut in. Fiddlesticks is not doing me much, with the exception of the reduced armor and MR. But I already have Sunder. I already have Shred. I think at this point, 2 Juggernaut is more important than Fiddle's Aura. Spend quite a bit of gold to hit level 9. Give us a bit of HP as well, so we can technically have 2 lives in case we lose. Then this is the we're facing against the AD Fast 9 with Kindred and Senna. Barely lose. So this is why it's important for us to prioritize frontline, because I don't think that frontline is going to buy us that much needed time, and we would have lost a lot more HP than we did. Nevertheless, RNG gives us a 2-star Fiddlesticks, and because we have a Golden Remover, we can transfer Kog'Maw's utility items on Fiddlesticks, giving us a much better way to make full value of our utility items, to spread them even further. Now we're top 4. I still remember trying to figure out which positioning would be good in terms of fighting different people with different positioning. It's really hard to create a general spot for which spots your unit should be taking, but I realize now that since my Herald has Stoneplate, he should be taking the first aggro from literally everyone. And no wonder the Augment Solar Plate gives you an extra 15% max HP to literally solo. And also another thing that I could have done is to put Wukong in either side of the Rift Herald. Is a Wukong's stone buff where he technically has a second life, will buy my Kaisa enough time to ramp up, and he spend everything on level 10. Now I'm trying to figure out how I could fit a Baron in. Too bad I decided too late, because I definitely would have transferred Bel'Veth items onto Herald. Also, thankfully, we clutched this out with barely HP on my Kaisa. Had I put Bel'Veth items onto Baron, my Baron would have casted sooner, activated Void Rift sooner, and the fight wouldn't have been that close. Also, the amount of lucky crits that my Kaisa was able to shoot was definitely a big game changer. Finally, give Baron his items. I transfer Adrenaline Mod to Kaisa because Baron makes better use of Future Nucleus. I lock the shot for Baron because I know that we're going to win this Ghost match. We're level 10, we are very strong even though we're at 8th Void, and another lucky roll gives us Baron. I could have sold Wukong here, which I do, but I ended up buying Shyvana instead of Volibear. I guess I valued the 8% damage reduction more than the team-wide HP buff that users provide. but I guess again it doesn't matter because Baron 2. Here we have another PvP round. This is going to be our last match against the 2-star Senna, a fully itemized 2-star Senna and a 2-star Kindred. Last 9 in 16.1 was crazy strong, and it still is at the current patch. We're making some last minute rerolls. I could have taken out the 2 extra void for team-wide buffs like Disruptor and User, but again, Baron 2, you just can't avoid these things, and even with these, I know these optimizations will matter a lot more in higher healers. Again, this is why I'm reviewing my own games so that I can take these insights into the future and make better decisions as I play these games. And that's not going to be the only Baron game that I'll be playing. I'm sure to record more Baron games or even Kaiser games that's not going to win me first places, but good VODs to review and be able to share some of my thought process and what I could have done better and how to get more first places, I guess. Etchaboikaizen, that was definitely a super clutch first place win streak, and the only direction our mobility took us through was up. Thank you guys, and I'll see you all in the next one. Peace.